Super Bowl Sunday, people. What's going on? This is your boy, Blackout Jones. We're just shooting the sports. So today, we definitely going to go through the preview for the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is definitely going to be an intriguing matchup. Reason why I say that is because, one, we're looking at a Philly team that I think is more talented than the Kansas City Chiefs across the board. Defensively, they're number one. Offensively, they have the best offensive line, not let alone the best running back in the NFL today. Jalen Hurts is going to have to do some things here because I think Kansas City will probably focus more on the running game and try to have Jalen Hurts beat them through the air. Now, in regards to the Kansas City Chiefs, their defense is not too shabby either. I don't know what their rank is, but I'm pretty sure it's in the top 5 because, let's be honest here, the defense has kept the Kansas City Chiefs in a lot of games and has won a lot of games for them because Patrick Mahomes has not been Patrick Mahomes this season. Offensively, they have struggled mightily. I mean, the running game has been all right. Pacheco, he was out a couple of games this year. Kareem Hunt kind of took over. He did some great things here and there, but he wasn't consistent. Patrick Mahomes was not consistent. There were times this year that I thought, how are they even winning these games? How do they even have 15 wins? You know what I mean? Because it was just struggle bus throughout the year. I only can't even recall any games that they truly dominated, but the defense, hey, they still think at the end of the day, man, defense still win games. Offense is there to put the butts in the seats. I get it. But the defense at the end of the day is still there to win games. So I look at it from that standpoint. I think Philly has the edge. I think Philly will win the Super Bowl. I don't think we're going to have a three-peat. Just because I think defensively, they're going to be so tuned in to stop whatever Kansas City is trying to do. Now, of course, we got to factor in the referees. The thing about the refs and the Kansas City Chiefs, I hear a lot of people saying, hey, the refs, they assist Kansas City, with winning, and it seems like it always goes their way. Let's understand something here. Everybody probably gets the same calls, but it's not always, it's the call. You know what I mean? Kansas City can have, let's say, they can have 30 flags in the fourth quarter, and let's say the other team has 32 flags, in the fourth quarter, right? Well, it ain't necessarily the flags, it's the flag when that call is made. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of people get into where they feel like the refs are, on the Kansas City side. There has been some shenanigans. So let's understand, the Houston Texans game, that was a shenanigan by itself. There were a couple of penalties that shouldn't even been called. And then there was one that they looked at and still called it. Yeah, that was BS. You know what I mean? So, Eagles, I think they're going to have to win this game. And I mean by win this game, you are going to have to literally put foots to butt, all gas, no brakes in order to win this game and to not let the referees dictate the outcome. Because you don't want to be close with the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Y'all found that out a couple years ago. Yes, that was a hold. Yes, it should have been called. And I know a lot of people said, well, you don't make those calls at that time. Yeah, well, this ain't basketball either. You know what I mean? It was a hold. That's just what it was. Shouldn't have held, So, but yeah, I think this year, I want to say the Eagles will beat the Chiefs. I think the score will be somewhere around, I'll give it 31-20 Eagles. Because Kansas City, their offense is just not that. And the Eagles defense is, they are legit, man. Like, they're straight up legit. And they've been legit ever since they've been on this streak, except for the one loss against my Washington Commanders. But then, of course, we saw what happened in the NFC Championship game. They rectified all of that, unfortunately, for my team. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's my prediction. 31-20, Eagles. Jalen Hurts. Saquon gets his first Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts gets his second. I think Brown is going to have at least one touchdown. I think Saquon is going to at least rush for, I think he'll rush for 150 yards. surprisingly, against that Kansas City defense. Why? Because that offensive line of the Eagles is just that good. And they are that much better in the trenches than I think against the Kansas City defense. So from me to everyone else out there, man, I appreciate y'all. And this is your boy signing out. Blackout Jones, just shooting the sports. I definitely have a post-game prediction after this. I mean, not a post-game prediction. I have a post-game report after this preview and prediction that I'm doing earlier today. So, hey, stay tuned. I'll be back. Get at your boy. Follow, like, subscribe, share. Man, I'm still trying to learn this game, baby. But, hey, we here. It's all about the start. And it's all about how you finish as well. So, let's get it. Until then, signing off. Holla at you boys.